had 5 different color analyses and received different results from each. Oh my! A while back at an AICI conference, I attended a session where different veterans in the color analysis field presented key components of their color analysis systems to an audience. And I was a member in that audience, and it was like a light bulb went off in my head after hearing this session. And that is, there are different color analysis systems with different inputs and checks. That aha moment really stopped me from ever saying that another color analysis professional's result is wrong. I will never do that. As more and more people these days are getting their colors done, I am receiving clients who were previously color analyzed, and they'll share with me in their submission emails or even over Zoom calls what their previous experiences were with color analysis and varying systems and different professionals in the field. And from my perspective, these sometimes can be the most difficult clients because some of them are looking for you to call another professional's result wrong, and I simply just won't ever do that. And it's really hard from my perspective to understand what the other professionals saw when they were color analyzing you. I can only tell you what I see using the system I use and the color analysis checks I do and my training and experience using that system and checks. Let me take the example of somebody who has naturally, obviously, abundantly red hair. And in some systems, they might be told a cool undertone palette, and that wouldn't be humanly, biologically possible. And so it's hard for me to explain in that situation to a client. Let's say they were given a cool summer result and I gave them a true spring result. It's really hard for me to explain what that other professional saw because I have no idea because I don't see it. And this isn't about in-person versus virtual color analysis. I, for quite some time, have offered an in-person color analysis service that is completed by AICI Acosta in Toronto. So she's the in-person arm to my in-person color analysis service. And, prior to clients showing up for that in-person service, they pre-submit pictures like you would do for a virtual color analysis service with me. And I prepare AICI on what their result is based on their virtual submission. And we have never had a situation where a client didn't see through the drapes in person what was seen virtually by me, and we've never had a situation where AICI didn't see what was the virtual result in person, what have you. AICI is trained in the International Image Institute system and by me. So to me, this isn't about in-person versus virtual. I saw a comment on a post just yesterday where a previous client of mine virtually commented, "You were 100% wrong. You gave me a true autumn result, and then I was in-person color analyzed in another system by another professional and given deep winter. Autumn colors were way off." And if I was to meet with that person and respond to them, I would say, well, actually, deep winter is the palette between autumn and winter, so autumn colors are not way off, and the other professional saw autumn in your coloring, just based on their system, training, and experience, they went a different way. I was to in-person color analyze that person through my in-person service, or if they had signed up through the service with AICI, I'm confident that you would have left with a true autumn result and we would have been able to show you. Part of that may be geography, that you couldn't make it here, sort of thing. I've had situations too where somebody was given a warm spring result, and in person she was given a muted summer result by another professional, and the result she was given with the in-person result in the system I use wouldn't be biologically possible. And so it's really just different systems. It's not about virtual and in person. It's really hard for me to explain what another professional may have saw. And sometimes that initial analysis might have happened like 40 years ago in person using the 4-season system. I have no idea what the training and experience of that person was 40 years ago, sort of thing. And so that's why these situations and clients are probably the one more difficult. And so if you're somebody signing up with a color analysis professional, and this is like the 5th time you've signed up with one, really understand that, or really, I beg you to not expect the other professional to explain away what another professional saw. Perhaps the 5th service you're signing up with is my service. Just be aware, I will never say another professional was wrong. I have no idea what other color analysis professionals may have seen when they were doing your color analysis. Also find situations where people might be in denial with color analysis results they might have received. So they're looking for anybody who will tell them they aren't that palette, and they'll listen to anybody who will tell them that they aren't that palette. And I say this with love. That's just one of the defense mechanisms that we use when we're in denial. If you do a Google search, or I did a Google search prior to producing this video to understand denial a bit, and that's one of the things we do. I've been on Zoom calls where I've been asked to explain results that were given by, and if I look at the other professional site, they're just doing this as a hobby. And so they've never been through a color analysis training and experience. And so I, again, would never say that person is wrong. They're literally telling you what they see based on their training and experience. So I can't tell you what they saw. I thought I would just produce this video to give you my perspective on, if you're getting multiple color analyses with different results and why. That's why. When you sign up with a professional, you're asking what they see based on their system, training, and experience. It's very possible you may get different results. I've seen posts out there where it implies this is an unusual activity, and to me this is just normal. When you consult with different systems and people with different training and experience levels, you perhaps will get different results, and in many cases it's likely. It really all depends on the color analysis professional you choose to go with on day one. I would say that would set your stage. Choose the system, training, and experience, looking at client before and afters, etc., that resonate with you, and go with that. And don't expect two professionals to agree with each other. There might be professionals out there saying other professionals are wrong, but you won't ever hear that from me. Based on the aha moment that I shared with you at the beginning of this video. I produce these videos based on whatever comes up in my world on a daily basis, and so this is what is on my mind these days, because more and more people are signing up with like 5 color analyses under their belt, and they're expecting everybody to say the same thing in many cases. Wish you a lovely day.